Attention passengers, this is your captain speaking. Did you know that you are one in 1.8 million people flying today? And although you come from different parts of the country, perhaps even the world, you all have one thing in common. You had to go through airport security. Dun dun dun! How did that make you feel? Were the lines long? Was it a stressful experience? Did you feel violated or insulted by the TSA agents? Did you have to receive a pat-down or a full body scan? Well, you are not alone. Full body scanners are used in airports across the country. But much controversy exists around these machines. Some people believe they violate privacy, are a risk to their health, or just a plain waste of tax dollars. In reality, these scanners are improving flight safety and are even less invasive than other forms of inspection. Still don't believe me? Well, we have a special in-flight video prepared just for you all on this subject. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the complimentary peanuts and drinks. Advanced imaging technology has proven to be more effective than other forms of airport security, such as pat-downs or metal detectors. Unlike metal detectors, the scanners have the ability to find both metal and non-metal objects, just like firearms, drugs, and explosives. Full-body scanners also trump pat-downs, as nothing can be concealed under clothing that is thick or of a strange style. That goes for you, Lady Gaga. It has been noted that the machines sometimes have difficulty detecting low-density objects and the objects that are hidden inside the body. But it is important to realize that this technology is changing and improving. As former Homeland Security Michael Chertoff says, nothing is 100%, but the more difficult you make something for someone to conceal weapons, the fewer people who are going to actually be willing to conceal. And so far, this has been proven true. Last year alone, the TSA confiscated 1,556 firearms that were attempted to be brought on board. That number is expected to increase this year, since earlier this year by June, 862 weapons have been seized. However, safety is not the only issue people have with these scanners. A common misconception about these life-saving security scanners is that they are hazardous to our health. In a survey we conducted of 21 college students, 24% thought that the radiation from the scanners were harmful to our health. Following this common stereotype, people believe that these scanners can cause cancer, many forms of skin disease, and also interfere with our DNA. The amount of radiation released into our body was comparative highly back in the day when backscatter X-ray systems were used. But recently, TSA has had all these backscatter X-ray machines replaced with millimeter wave scanners. In actuality, these millimeter wave scanners have reduced this radiation to 1,000 times less. This is definitely within the safety limits according to the international and national guidelines. An interesting discovery we made was that out of those 21 students that we surveyed, 76% agreed with us. These scanning systems are so much more efficient and health-friendly since they reduce the danger of radiation exposure. The only way in which these machines can be harmful to you is if it malfunctions. However, due to the precautions TSA takes, this is highly unlikely to occur. In the long run, the TSA is only trying to keep us safe. But in order to keep these people safe, they've got to sacrifice something. Privacy being one of them. Out of the 13 individuals who they said felt less than very safe when flying, 31%, which was the highest, agreed that privacy was the most controversial topic when it came to airport body scanners. There have been domestic threats such as underwear bombs on a Detroit-bound flight in 2009. The TSA may be dealing with safety of individuals, but they are no avengers. Instead, they have scanners that will tell them who the bad guys really are. Yes, I know that there has been controversy with privacy violation in the past, like with Ronaldo Niegren, who stated that he was verbally assaulted about his private parts by a coworker when he went through a security scanner. However, the truth is that when you are being scanned, the person doing the scanning is in a completely separate room, and then the picture is deleted before the next person comes. Another thing to understand is that the millimeter scanner has something called a privacy algorithm. This allows the passengers to have their faces, chest, and groins blurred using the AIT system. The passengers can alter the blurriness, and only the top TSA officials can say otherwise, so you're okay. The TSA chief, John Pistol, states that the body scanners are an important role in the future of aviation security. In order to keep the peace, measures of high security must be taken. The next issue of business is that body scanners are often thought of being one of the top invasive security precautions at the airport. However, this is not actually true. Out of the 21 people in our survey, a third felt uncomfortable when they walked through the airport security scanners. The thing is that pat-downs can be far more invasive than body scanners. In a pat-down, the passenger is groped by a complete stranger. And the TSA claims that the pat-downs are random, but there is much speculation that passengers are subject to racial profiling. Body scanners scan every passenger boarding the plane, therefore removing any possible racial profiling. Also, there's no need for passengers to feel uncomfortable about the TSA agents seeing their body. The agents that see the computer-generated images are located in a completely different room and never see the actual person that is being scanned. In today's economy, the cost of security cannot be overstated. TSA officials have attempted to develop a new way to spot potential threats. They called it SPOT. Screening of passengers by observation techniques. That replacement for body scanners costs about $900 million in taxpayer money. SPOT decreased the rate of random screening that occurred in airports instead of opting to keep tabs on high-risk passengers. Unfortunately, the program was plagued by flaws that led to racial profiling allegations, which the body scanner is not guilty of. As of October 2012, a brand new body millimeter scanner would cost around $170,000. There are over 800 of them currently in use over 200 American airports. In our survey, all 21 students agreed that it is not a right to put a monetary value on the safety of the country's citizens. In the light of this, body scanners are the logical, fair, and most cost-effective choice of our safety. This has been Flight ENGL 106. Thank you for flying with the Febrezes.